Hi, it's the autistic Gen X unemployed software developer with depression and anxiety, but some call me Tim. And today I was supposed to have a video out already at 7 a.m. My time, and it didn't happen. It's late. I'm recording it now, 3 hours after it was supposed to be published. And part of the reason is that this is one of the issues that I struggle with is, what's the word? Dependability. Yes. Sometimes I just can't. I don't have the energy, or I don't have the gas to do whatever it is. And it's very frustrating to the people in my family because, like, my wife wants to count on me for things, and yet she can't. And then I get mad at her when she says something about it because I want to be able to do this stuff. And when I can't, I wish she could let me just get to a point where I can. And I know she can't because she's like a regular person and she just needs shit to get done. And she doesn't understand why I can't just do it. What's the problem? And I mean, I don't know. My brain doesn't work right. I've never really been a fan of manual labor. When I was a kid, manual labor was punishment. It was like, we're going to have you dig a hole, or you're going to pull weeds, or you're going to, just whatever. You're going to move bricks from one side of the yard to the other. Like these were a punishment, right? It wasn't like something you did, for fun. I mean, I think maybe they did, but I don't know. It certainly wasn't fun for me as a kid. Like, once I got a car, I was gone every weekend because I didn't want them to give me work to do. My best friend, Mike, he would come down knowing that he's probably going to be digging a ditch for eight hours, and he did it anyway. Man, I love that guy. I miss that guy. But yeah, sometimes I don't do the thing I'm supposed to do, and I can't follow a schedule. And this is part of the reason why I have a problem with some jobs I've had, because some days I just can't. The greatest job I had, working at a nuclear fusion research company, they just let me do what I needed to do when I needed to do it. If I came in at 10 that day, whatever. I'd stay till 6. Like, who cares? It doesn't matter. And they didn't care. And if I had to go home early or I just wasn't feeling good, it was okay. And man, I did some of the best work I've ever done there. So, it's okay. To me, it seems like it's okay, right? Like, everything's fine. I'll get to it. But, I understand that sometimes I'll get to it means it could be a few weeks. And sometimes I just forget about the thing entirely and I'm never going to do it. And so, people in my life have to say, hey, you can do that thing. And I get mad. Stop telling me what to do and quit asking me about it. I told you I would do it. And if you don't let me do it, then that means I'm an unreliable piece of garbage and I can't handle that. And you're judging me, right? A lot of this is childhood trauma that I'm trying to, let go. Was quite, being lazy was a very big sin in our house. Work harder, not smarter. That was probably the motto of my teenage years, was work harder, not smarter. And they would just come up with crazy shit like, hey, we're just going to dig a carport. I remember we would dig a carport, and there was the front of the house was 2 stories. The back of the house was 1 story, if that makes sense. It was on a hill, So the front of the house, and then there was a basement, and then they wanted to park cars under there because there's no garage. And so it was like, hey, we'll just dig that out with a shovel. And I mean, I'm not kidding you. It was like digging out the a Connex box worth of dirt with a shovel. Let's just do that this weekend. And then, bring in bricks and we'll just offload bricks all day, big cinder blocks, and we'll build that. I mean, it was like, I don't know, man. To me, I'm like, it's really dumb to do this. Who cares? Just fucking park your, like, this is too much work. There's no reason anybody should have to do this work. What are you doing? Just go sit down. Like, I don't know. But that's me. That's how I am. If I ever got like sentenced to prison and put on a forced labor camp, I would be dead in like a week. I just couldn't do it. It's not because I would die from doing it. I just wouldn't do it, and they'd beat me to death. I don't know. I don't know what happens in these. I've only seen movies, right? But yes, the bottom line is that I am unreliable. And I know I'm unreliable and I don't want to be unreliable. And yet I don't have any way to fix it because some days I just can't. And I just don't like unnecessary work. To me, it feels like invented chores that like, it's like, hey, everything's fine. Why don't we just, dig a ditch, right? Or, let's just build a block wall by ourselves for some reason, or there's just not enough going on around here. We should clean everything and reorganize everything. And I get it. Things look messy. Things are disorganized, but I don't know, some sort of mental block I have where it's just like, I would rather just sit and enjoy life and, let everything crumble around me. I know it doesn't make any sense, but I'm just like, it's fine. And of course it's not fine. Like if you don't maintain your shit, it breaks, right? You have to cut your grass. You have to pick up the dog poop. You got to put the trash. You got to do these things. You can do laundry, change the sheets, vacuum, mop, dust, clean the kitchen, clean the floor. You got to do these chores, and it's just, I don't want to. I was supposed to be a prince or, a king. I'm supposed to have servants that do these things for me. And obviously I went to the wrong house when I was born because I didn't get any of that shit. Also, probably shouldn't have been in the army where every day, that was the thing, every day it was like, you may have to do manual labor today. You may have to dig a ditch. And you don't know. You just got to go to work and do whatever the fuck they tell you. Doesn't matter what. You never know what's going to happen. We're going to take down all the light fixtures today and clean them. No reason. We're not really busy, so we'll just put you to work. And again, right? Labor is punishment. So why are you punishing me? Like, what is wrong with you? Just, Anyway, you can see I get fired up about this. Yeah. And I know it's my issue. It's not somebody else's issue, right? It's mine. But so if you were feeling like me, you're not alone. I don't know if that makes us bad people because I'd rather use my brain than my muscles. I don't know, but you would think it's bad. At least in my world, around the people I associate with, when I was a kid and a teenager, even in my 20s in the military, it was like, yes, manual labor is the sign of a man, right? You're a man. You should just know these things, like how to mow a lawn. Even though I never mowed a lawn in my life, I'm supposed to know how to do these things. I'm like, I don't know. Nobody told me. Nobody taught me. I didn't know how to do anything when I got into the army. Like, I don't know how to do laundry. I couldn't maintain anything. I can't fix anything. I'm more of an abstract kind of guy, right? Like, I'm the guy that should be in the lab. No, not even in the lab. In the room with a whiteboard, just thinking. Like, that's where I belong. Not digging ditches and moving bags of cement. I'm pretty sure 40-pound bags. Yeah, they're 40-pound bags of concrete. My buddy said this the other day. It was hilarious. 40-pound bags of concrete weigh 100 pounds. Like, yes, the older I get, the more they weigh. I don't know what's happening. And this is a rambling video. And let me tell you, this took a lot to set it up. My computer rebooted. All my settings were gone. I almost just said, forget it. I'm done. And then I realized what a great video to talk about how I don't even want to do it. Because it's just like, forget it. It's too much effort. And I have to power through. So hopefully this helped somebody. you feel the same way as me, you're not alone. You're not the only one that feels that way. I don't know who's right. I don't think it's a matter of right. I think it's just, trying to exist with everybody else, and not be a selfish only child. That's probably a discussion for another time. All right. Peace.